Good morning and welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today, we're focusing on two significant developments in the Middle East, both coming out of Israel. First, let's look at a move by the Netanyahu government that has sparked controversy: the decision to shut down Israel's army radio station. This popular national radio station has been broadcasting since the early days of the state and is known for its editorial independence. According to Defense Minister Israel Katz, the reason behind this move is to preserve the military's nonpartisan character, suggesting that over time, the radio station had become a platform for views that attack the IDF and its soldiers. However, critics see this as an attack on free speech and democracy. The Israeli Union of Journalists has denounced the move, with one representative stating that the government wants an obedient media rather than a critical one. This decision is part of a broader pattern of actions by the Netanyahu coalition that have raised concerns about the state of democracy in Israel. Other plans include a law that would allow for bans on media deemed a threat to national security and a broad reform of the Israeli media market. These moves come as Israel heads into an election year, with Prime Minister Netanyahu seeking a pardon from corruption charges, which he denies. In another significant development, Israeli cabinet voted to move forward with plans that include shutting down army radio by March 1, 2026. This has been met with widespread criticism, including from the Movement for Quality Government in Israel and the Israel Democracy Institute, who argue that such a sweeping measure should be brought before Parliament. It's also worth noting that these developments are unfolding against the backdrop of ongoing tensions and conflicts in the region, including the situation in Gaza. As we continue to follow these stories, it's essential to consider the complex interplay of political, social, and security factors at play. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into a fascinating story that's been making waves in international politics. President Donald Trump has announced his nomination of Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry as the U.S. Special Envoy to Greenland. This move is seen as a significant step in increasing American influence over the autonomous Danish territory. Greenland, with its strategic location between the North Atlantic and Arctic Oceans, has become an area of interest for the United States due to its growing accessibility caused by climate change. The island already hosts the U.S.'s northernmost airbase and a radar station used for detecting missile threats. Trump's administration has shown a keen interest in taking control of Greenland, with key officials such as Vice President J.D. Vance and Energy Secretary Chris Wright visiting the Arctic island. However, this move has been met with caution by residents of both Greenland and Denmark, as well as scrutiny from Danish intelligence officials. The Danish Defense Intelligence Service has described the U.S. as a potential security risk due to its efforts to wield economic and technological strengths as a tool of power. The nomination of Governor Landry as special envoy is seen as a way for Trump to advance American interests in the region, but it's unclear how this new role will overlap with Landry's current position as governor of Louisiana. As the story continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on developments and bringing you updates. It's worth noting that Denmark has previously rejected Trump's offer to buy Greenland, stating that the island is not for sale. The move has sparked debates about national sovereignty and the role of international diplomacy in the region. As we continue to follow this story, it's essential to consider multiple perspectives and the potential implications of increased American influence in Greenland. For now, let's take a look at what this could mean for global politics and international relations. The situation is complex, with many factors at play, and we'll be working to bring you the most accurate and up-to-date information. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we close out today's show, I want to take a moment to discuss a thoughtful opinion piece that caught my attention. The article, written by Mark Connelly, founder and CEO of Lincoln Park Advisory, offers a heartfelt response to the recent attack on the Jewish community in Bondi Beach. Connelly suggests that individuals can play a significant role in breaking the cycle of hate by responding with overwhelming shows of love and support. He proposes a simple yet powerful idea, using the symbol B from AUS as a banner of support for the Jewish community. This symbol, which represents both Australia and all of us, can be used on social media profiles, flyers, billboards, and even chalked on footpaths. The goal is to create a wave of visible support that lets the Jewish community know they are not alone and that they are valued members of Australian society. Connelly also emphasizes the importance of education and connection in building a stronger, safer Australia for everyone. He suggests creating local Facebook and WhatsApp groups to forge connections with the Jewish community, as well as promoting campaigns like Fix Our Feeds, to demand an end to social media algorithms that drive people to extremism. As we reflect on this piece, it's essential to acknowledge the complexity of addressing hate and extremism in our society. While Connelly's idea may not be a solution to all the problems, it represents a positive step towards promoting unity and inclusivity. By engaging in respectful dialogue and showing support for one another, we can work towards creating a more compassionate and empathetic community. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.